finals. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got. Dream turn. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, steady, bang. Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow.
Okay, Coach, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of New Era Field in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
52. 52's the mic. In the face. Motion, motion, motion. Go.
Here's carry number 1 for Kenneth Dixon. This will go for 5 up to the 33. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Second and 5 now. Allen, and he finds Beasley, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down. This is the third-round pick out of FAU, Devin Singletary. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
He's brought down by William Jackson.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
From midfield, here's Allen. And he fires one incomplete. Patrick DeMarco, the fullback, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 5. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
44. Hands up.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. Gets around him, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Looking to throw again on second down. Dalton, and he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton looking middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. But now it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And he's going to be about a yard or 2 short of the first here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What do you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling, go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal is there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this first down, and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
Like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
A run with Josh Adams, the Eagles' leading rusher as a rookie last year. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Allen to throw it. And this one caught by Beasley. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Cole Beasley, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. And you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And able to find Green. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. The connection since 2011. Dalton to Green for a Bengal first down. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
Dalton's pass complete to Green. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Started the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is Adams. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Josh Adams, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Hauschka adds the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. So Dalton now. And Eifert has it. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down.
That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bills' 43-yard line.
We want it. Come to my help.
On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been a good 1st half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
50-20. Alert! Recon, 132 fighter. Half 85, half 85.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Allen. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done. One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Now Brown, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Dalton to Green for a Cincinnati first.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. 1st and 10 for Dalton. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Dalton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Allen going to try and throw on third down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A first down throw coming for Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level. That offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From midfield here, Dalton. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Let's see what you got.
They run on 2nd down with Adams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Allen's throw is complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It's a pickup of 12 yards.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. Dalton now to pass. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
To try again after the sack. Dalton, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag, and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that,
the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
First down.
Andy Dalton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play action now. Dalton. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Mixon with a first down carry. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Dalton nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Dalton bootlegs out. Dancing to his left. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Hey, Charlie.
4th down. Dalton wants to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
2nd down and goal. Dalton to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Matthews that time, but now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your team.
Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40, past the 20, and they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. And even 90 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 5 wide. Mike 52.
And they run here with Singletary. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Bengals 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Singletary. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Allen, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, simple.
It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. On first down, Mixon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Again, it's Mixon. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards that time, and it's Cincinnati first down. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Once again, they run with Mixon. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Dalton off play action. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on third down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second and long. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And they'll indeed take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 15-yard line.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage,